arrivals passenger to Warsaw Airport during the time of the Euro. Let's see, this is in my pocket. What awaits us on arrival? It's the first time we've come out of this gate because it's been around for a long time but never used. We've got a volunteer here giving free guides to the city. One of those in green as before. And for somehow they managed to get rid of the pirate taxis. Mam czerwoną kartę. Okay, I'm going to have to come back and do this again because the thing is, I thought I had it on, and now I'm coming back and do it again because I see it wasn't properly recording. Here in Jeff's bar, I should do this better because it's the second time I'm doing it worse. Jeff's bar, well, it's an American bar, is also jumping on the Euro bandwagon, and each of the waitresses has got her own costume from one of the teams in the championship. So you've got Denmark's there, and there's Ireland. There's also Germany there, just coming out, and I think that'd be Russia there. Yeah, Russia. So France, I think, must be over there. Is it? So each of the waitresses has got the kit of one of the countries in the 16 nations playing. So I don't know if they've got 16 waitresses, or whether somebody duplicated or didn't take part, or whether any countries were left out. How nice these viburnums look, viburnum, at this time of year. Looking very nice. There's more purple there than green, I'd say, on that. So once again coming into Mokotowskie with George and Sophie. This time on a little walk. It's Saturday. Tonight, well, yesterday Germany saw off Greece out of the competition. Tonight you've got France and Spain playing for the semi-final against Portugal. One of those two teams will make it. Tomorrow night England plays Italy for a place in the semi-final against Germany. Should be very exciting. Right now we're not all that much into football fever around Warsaw because Poland, of course, dropped out, but you know, there are still things going on with that theme connected to them because of the fact that obviously it's a big thing for Poland to be still hosting. We've still got one more game left to host. That's the one on the 28th, the semi-final, in which hopefully England or possibly Italy will play Germany, and that's going to be coming already. I should think that Germans are going to start to arrive in Warsaw, getting ready for that match, getting the good hotel spaces and what have you, putting their towels out by the pool. So alright, we're dancing a bit there, so there might be Germans around in the fan zone and what have you. At the moment we're on Mokotowskie Park. I don't know what that was you put on me. I can't film it anyway because it's on the same arm that I'm holding the camera with. And we'll save some of this for later maybe, in case anything more footballing actually happens. If you're saying you're busy, then the mung goes as second tone, George. Mung. Okay. He's obviously enjoying himself. Okay, great. Then we go. It is today Earth Day in Pole Mokotowskie. So some of these people here are going to see these Earth Day celebrations. It's a celebration of the environment or environmentalism. I don't know exactly what it's all about. It's supposed to be some international event.
This way.
Where? That way, okay. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to get this thing just to be steady. As ever, this Gorilla Cam is not all it's cracked up to be. Gorilla Cam holder or whatever. Gorilla Pod, that is. Far too wobbly. Yeah, that will hold it a bit better, I don't know.
Are you talking about the child?
No, I'm talking about the camera tripod thing. So I'll do a bit of a. I'll take it up so that it focuses up. Anyway, otherwise I'll just get your heads.
Moving soon.
It is. I've got the ability to show some of the things that are going on. This is Tai Chi coming up. So here we're going to see a demo of Tai Chi. They probably think they're right hard, those people, doing like a Japanese women martial art or Chinese martial art in the middle of a field there like that. But if Alan Heath were to turn up, he'd kick all of their heads in.
What does it mean?
Tai Chi?
No, the thing about you saying that Alan Heath is going to kick their heads off.
No, Alan Heath?
Yeah.
Well, he'd be able to do his stuff a lot faster than that. He was in the military. While they were just getting ready for one karate chop, he'd have sort of probably done quite a lot of different things on them. And if we let you off, you know it's your responsibility to look after George, because I've got the rickshaw sofa, yeah? So there's not an awful lot of this, is there? Earth Day business. And I can't even sing Happy Earth Day because it's copyrighted and I'll probably get my film pulled or not be able to slap my adverts on it and things. Warner Brothers would get all the benefit again, as they seem to do on half my films. And on top of that I get copyright hits, just to add insult to injury. It's nice to see it, to see when security guys do their shopping on company time. There's a whole set of toilets there so that people can make manure, which is nice natural fertiliser. Well, at the moment, that's the Wydział Geologii. Someone's having a bit of an ecological smoke in front of it. So that's the Wydział Geologii, which is presumably the geological department of probably the Warsaw University. We'll have a look. What are they offering here? They're showing, they've got some examples of rocks and stuff that you can look at under a microscope. They've got dinosaurs on their t-shirts. This place here is the Institute Badawczy Leśnictwa. So it's the forestry. Maybe I'll take this off. These are the kids. So it's an Institute of Research in Forestry. There's a bunch of chainsaws. They probably have a competition later to see which one of them is the most ecological for pulling down trees or something. Maybe they'll chop some down trees in the park and see which one does it most ecologically. These are paints. Maybe they're having a contest to see who can make a painting and use the fewest PCBs. Nice acorns on this Quercus robusta. Hope it's robusta because I'm about to test its robustness a little bit. Nice. They've got this bit cordoned off, which makes it very difficult to actually drive a rickshaw through. It's not very rickshaw friendly here. Obviously they've worked out that riding a car here with people would be much more ecological than driving a rickshaw. So they're trying to discourage that. I'll put this down here again. See if I can actually get this forward at all. Down the side there. You just planted an oak tree. It's very ecological of you, Sophie.
Will you buy us one?
What?
Yeah. Will you buy one for Tyler?
Buy one of what?
One of these balloons.
You want a balloon? And what's ecological about a balloon?
That
I just
some of
don't.
them are green
Some of them are green.
and they don't do any harm.
They don't do any harm. The green paint doesn't have any PCBs in then.
And they're colorful.
Mm. There's a nice big queue to the unpasteurised beer. Take this up again. Show you what there is here. That's quite nice. Everything else is very typical. Unpasteurised beer is here. Nice queue to that. There's traditional cheeses and cold meats. I'm not sure how environmental the meat industry is in the first place, but never mind. We'll pass over that. Exactly what the connection is between half of the things here in environmentalism is a mystery to me, but there we go. I probably don't know much about it. That's gone the journey. Might as well have it aimed at me for the time being, although the sun's up that way, isn't it? Probably not such a good idea. Lots of people with whole bunches of inane balloons. There's probably everything that I don't really like all in one place. Okay. Put this back on again. What? What do you want? Oh no, Sophie hadn't come here to spend money. In fact, I didn't even bring that kind of money. So forget about balloons. This is so difficult to make it actually. Me, gosh, my gorilla pod's even falling apart underneath this. Hopeless, actually. What it is a kind of like pseudo-ecological farmers market. Table of gifts of the earth there. There's the Beekeepers Club of Saney, with people wearing special hats on to show they come from the countryside. It's not possible for somebody who lives in a city to wear a hat like that. It would just, you know, fall off their head or hover in the air above their heads or something. There is something which says Tartar products. So they're claiming to have tartar products there, potrawy tatarskie. No doubt that's tartar sauce. Although I can't see any tartar sauce on the thing. It looks like cheeses and meats again. There are goats' cheeses over there. Pity they didn't actually bring any goats with them. It would have been interesting to see if a goat has ever been anywhere near their cheese. Other things that claim to be natural and organic all the way around here. Anyway, people seem to be having fun, that's the main thing. You got, it's a quieter crowd than the football crowd, but this will go up in the middle of my Euro 2012 videos, just see what else goes on during the time of the football. Be interesting to see whether UEFA claim a copyright on this, just because it's going on at the same time. Maybe the whole world becomes their intellectual property during the times in which they have organised one of their football matches. It's hard to say, for Alan Heath's films, which are out in public places, have already had copyright hits on by UEFA, then I don't know what else they can do. Maybe they would consider that these tents as well are all their footballing copyright, even though I can't see a footballing scarf in sight. So we're still, around the time of the quarter-finals. The quarter-final, England against Italy, is due for tonight. Will be played in, I think, Kiev. And here there'll be a fan zone with everything going on. And it will be quite interesting to see whether there's any sort of like fan activity. I'm not even sure that I'm going to go. I don't think I'm going to go out tonight, by the way, and see the fans' reactions or see people coming over the bridge. I haven't decided yet, because in any event it's not going to be here. So what I would definitely do is if there's a match on, well, if England get through or whoever gets through, I'll probably go to the next one that's in Warsaw to watch the fans coming over the bridge. But the one that's tonight isn't here, so it's not in this part of the world, so there won't be any fans to watch coming over the bridge. In the meantime, people's attention gets grabbed by this thing, this Earth Day in Mokotowski Park, which used to be an area that football fans used to like to come to, but not in this one. They haven't put a fan zone here, and instead we've got all the usual things. This, I think, probably looks like it would look any other time in Warsaw. Any other year would be similar to this. You've been to this in previous years, haven't you, Sophie? But is it about the same as this? No, it wasn't the same. What was different about it?
Well, there were just kind of more people, and like...
So if anything, there were fewer people this time, you say? That's interesting, fewer people. That might be because a lot of the normal Warsaw people have, as I mentioned before, just gone away because of the football. And so this is the thing that the normal Warsaw people would be doing, and they're not doing it because
there are more stuff to do.
Yeah.
And competitions.
Competitions they had as well. Okay, so you're not very impressed with this so far, Sophie, then? Not really, okay then. Well, let's go and give little Chappie here a run around in the playground, shall we? We go to the playground and let him have his usual run. Sorry? Well, he did yesterday. We liked it for a bit, didn't he?
Just for a bit, just to go to swing and then leave.
Okay, so you don't look as though you're very happy. What do you want to do next then?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? But you screamed a lot this morning. You still want to scream? You were screaming when you saw that scary film.
Yeah, the game.
Yes.
So I was playing this. Ooh, scary. Never scary.
Okay. Somebody's playing the panpipes, or pretending to it. What are you doing? Why have you gone away from... Okay. Sophie's gone. A ripple of applause. He's selling his CD.
Panie panowie, jesteśmy tutaj w Wrocławiu. Przepraszam, bo wczoraj za dużo.
Those Peruvians have been here about as long as I have, but I still don't quite understand their Polish. Oh, well, that's not really right, is it?
Yeah, but
the thing about you though, Sophie, is if you see anything, no matter what kind of rubbishy trinket it is, you've always got to think that you're hard done by if you don't waste money on it. To get it, what you need to... Oh, there I can't see any ice cream. Get one for yourself and one for your brother. But you're not allowed to spend more than 5 zlotys. The other 5 I want back.
like 5 zlotys.
Well, it was 2 zlotys at Galka yesterday. I'm even allowing a little bit more because of today. So here we go, there we go. We've got the Straż Miejska coming in and asking her for a trading license. So he's pulled out a trading license and given it to them. They must have found that she didn't have one because she's not looking happy. There's 3 police around her now, 3 Straż Miejska, which is your Polish equivalent of traffic wardens. George, sit up nicely. Do you want to put this belt back on? Yeah, I'll put the belt back on. That way I know that you're not going to make a belt for it. So she's potentially in trouble for having no trading license. In any event, they haven't taken her stuff away or anything, but they've made a note of her dowód, or her personal identity card. So that means that afterwards there'll probably be consequences. they may not confiscate the stuff and take the stall down. After all, it might make Earth Day here a little bit less palatable if the jolly old stalls that the people are buying from are all taken away, just because they don't have trading licenses. But a lot of these people will be able to expect the knock from the tax office later on, no doubt, as well as one from the miasto, from the city, for not having the license. With the hood on is finding out what's going on with that. Just filmed the coppers doing their thingy, or photographed them out there as they were working on the thingy. He's not very happy with the intervention by the police there. They're about to arrest that little girl as well for having a too long blown up animal, balloon sausage dog or whatever. Probably too long for regulations. The police are not impressed. Wonder if they'll accuse me of having a rickshaw in a public place. Sophie's been gone a while. Oh, he's using a bunch of dried conkers as a musical instrument. That's very useful. Oh, someone's got beer and chips. That's nice. He's got the right idea, that beer and chip character. Who's going to get me some beer and chips? That's what I want to know. Can't send my little daughter to get me beer and chips. Oh, she might get the chips, but not the beer. Okay. Probably everybody's got the idea about this. People have been felling these little trees in plastic, in cardboard tubes of dirt. Whether that's really ever going to grow again is anybody's guess. wouldn't trust someone tell me a sapling in a little bit of earth like that. It looks to me as though it's been rived up and half the roots will be damaged and not grow. Never mind. To give somebody some utility to hold it for a while, then what can I do? So you see the coppers are still at it. The coppers are still at it behind my head there. These guys are still at it in the fields. Sophie's still at it, queuing up for the ice cream. Although she seems to be quite near the beginning of the queue now. George is waiting for his ice cream patiently. George has been a good boy today. That's nice. Hope he keeps it up. So what they've done now is they've made her sign that little book that they've got over there, and they will be making her no doubt pay a fine, so she'll get a knock, I'm sure. She's probably sold next to nothing. Most of what she's got on that, trinkets which are going for like 16, 20 or 25 zlotys. So expect the fine will wipe her out. Most of what she's done today will be wiped out. The coppers are now moving on. See, I'm still here. They probably soon be moving on. Sophie's still not got back from the ice cream queue. Just to show it takes a long time to get anything in these events. Everything has a queue around it. So she's now explaining what has happened to sympathetic bystanders, and the police have moved on to harass the lady at the stall of ice creams. Somebody's just giving out balls of ice cream. Probably at 2 zlotys a ball or something, and they're having a crack at that person now. Anybody would think that these people were making themselves phenomenally rich. Don't muck with the gears, George. But these people are making themselves phenomenally rich. These are the Andeans who play the music. They also noticed what was going on here, and they came over to ask a lady what's happened to her. They may well be gradually packing up before the police get around to them. Mind you, anybody that does this stuff has regular, I won't say intercourse because it might be taken the wrong way, but regular contact with the police and the strategy in this town, so they probably all know each other quite well. It's a sort of feeling like, oh, not you again, but they keep their smile on their face. And we pay more for all of this, of course. Doesn't make us any safer. That much you can be sure about. Right. We've ended up in a place which actually I think is a new business. It's called Guru Bar. Never seen it before. Somebody outside was pointing in the direction saying that's a new thing, and they've got a special promotion today, free drinks with the food. They've got this nice hammocks that children can play on, and a nice play area there. Dziękuję bardzo. Świetnie, dziękuję. To jest nowy biznes?
Tak, to jest nowe.
No, dzisiaj otwarty, pierwszy raz?
Nie, był otwarty już 1 czerwca.
Okej, no to powodzenia, powodzenia.
Nie, dziękuję.
This, when he just said, I'm not thanking for when I wished him luck, and he said, I won't thank you for it. It's not that he was being rude, it's just in Poland it's considered traditional that you shouldn't thank for luck, and therefore him saying that he is obviously grateful, but he was purposefully not say thank you in order not to make the wish for luck go away, as it were. The wish for luck only works if you don't thank for it. I don't know the reason for that Polish tradition, but it's normal. So if you wish someone luck in Poland, that if somebody's slightly suspicious will say, not suspicious, superstitious will say, I won't thank you. But it doesn't mean to say they're not being grateful. Just point that out in case people wondered why he said nie dziękuję after I said powodzenia. You're having fun. Don't let him get away. So keep him from people's tables, yeah, and keep him in that end of the game. So it's called Guru Bar. You can find it up the north end of Poland Mokotowskie, which is down there. Okay.